Good morning. Ashley Hubner here with Confessions of a Coach. If you received my newsletter, I recently sent out a podcast from Coach Better featuring Diane Sweeney. And in this podcast, she talks a little bit about relationships and working with reluctant teachers. And one of the things she said was specifically talking about modeling in classrooms and how the meaning that can be for teachers. And this was a concept I've never really considered because as coaches, one of the first things we're trained in is how to go in classrooms and model great classroom practices, instructional practices in the classroom for teachers. So I started thinking about this and started reflecting on a lot of the teachers that I've worked with who are very high quality teachers. Like they just need that motivator, that encourager, that co-planner, and not someone coming in their classroom and modeling for them all the time. And while I do think modeling is very important, especially learning a new strategy or a new skill, teachers need to see it in action. It could be done in a video, it could be done in a PLC. It doesn't necessarily need to be you coming into a teacher's space and taking over their classroom, because this is such a personal space for teachers. This is their home that they lead every day with these kids. And so I started thinking about that. When we come in and we take over a classroom and we're modeling, we're taking away that ownership from them. So I like this idea that she talked about co-planning together, co-teaching together, and supporting teachers in that way. It also made me think about some of my coaching differentiation techniques that I use, such as the voiceover, the hands together, that take away that I'm going to show you how to do it, but brings that we're going to do it together type planning with teachers and coaching alongside them in a partnership rather than I'm the leader and you're the follower. Something else I wanted to talk about recently, I had a coach friend come to me and talk about her experience with an administrator. And it really made me think about our coaching relationships with teachers as well. So along with that, going in their classroom and modeling and taking over what they're doing in their classroom, we also want to think about how we're interacting with the teachers when we're in the classroom with them in front of the students. We never want to demean a teacher or her practice in front of the kids. So stopping a teacher in the moment and telling them that they're doing it wrong or correcting them in front of the students is going to break all trust that you have with that teacher, and that's going to hurt your relationships. So one thing I would think about is if you see a teacher in the moment doing something that you don't feel is accurate, I would let it be, let them continue, and then after that session of coaching is over, and you're outside the classroom, I would have a private debrief with them. And I wouldn't lead with, so I saw you do this, let me tell you how it should have gone or what should have happened. I would enter with genuine interest of wanting to understand the teacher's perspective and curiosity of asking questions that would have the teacher reflect on that scenario or that situation that happened. I think if you open that space to listen and ask questions and discuss, the teacher can self-reflect and find their own incorrectness or maybe a different way that they should have done it. By us pointing out and telling them that information, again, is breaking the trust with your teacher. It's going to be like you're their boss and you're telling them what to do, and they have their own mind, their own creativity, their own philosophy about education, and we need to give them that space to explore that and reflect on that and grow from it. So I encourage you to, in a coaching situation, don't try to interrupt and correct. Try to question with curiosity and genuine interest of what is going on in their mind and what they're thinking, and push them to self and reflect and grow on their own. So that is my coaching confessions for today. I hope you're having a wonderful week. Stay tuned to my YouTube channel for more.